The point of no return is the last state from which escape remains possible. Beyond it, the process is certain to be absorbed. Before it, absorption is possible, but not guaranteed. The threshold is not a warning sign. It is a structural boundary defined by the transition probabilities. Crossing it is qualitatively different from approaching it. The first passage time is when the process first reaches the absorbing set. If the process avoids the set indefinitely, the first passage time is infinite. The probability that the first passage time is finite measures how likely absorption is. This probability depends on where the process starts. States with more slack have a lower probability of eventual absorption. States at the threshold have absorption probability equal to 1. The first passage distribution summarizes the entire risk landscape. When the process has positive structural slack, absorption is not certain. There exist trajectories that avoid the absorbing set indefinitely. The probability of survival is positive. This means control actions have a real effect. They can increase or decrease the probability of eventual absorption. The slack is the margin within which strategy operates. Larger slack means more room for the process to recover. Smaller slack means less. As the process approaches the threshold, the probability of eventual absorption approaches 1. This is a continuous relationship. Smaller slack means higher absorption probability. At exactly 0 slack, the limit is reached. Absorption is certain. This is the threshold. The transition is not gradual in its consequence. Above the threshold, strategy matters. At the threshold, it does not. Once the process enters the absorbing state, it stays there. Every future state is the absorbing state. This is not a transient condition. It is permanent. No control action can move the process out of the absorbing state. The structure of the transition matrix makes every exit probability 0. After absorption, the future is fully determined. No decision, no resource, no strategy changes it. In the gambler's ruin, 0 capital is the threshold. Below that, play is no longer possible. The threshold is exact, not near 0, not functionally near 0, but exactly 0. The same structure appears in physiological systems. Organ function below a critical threshold produces irreversible failure. The threshold is defined by the system's internal structure. In both cases, the threshold is structural, not statistical. The point of no return is a structural property of the system. It is not a risk assessment or a probabilistic threshold. It marks the last position from which survival remains a possibility. Before it, strategy matters. At it, strategy becomes irrelevant. After it, the outcome is fully determined. This is a discrete qualitative change, not a gradual decline in control effectiveness.